Welcome back, dog lovers. Today, we're sniffing out the truth about why it sucks to be a beagle. It's your host, here to expose the unfiltered reality behind these floppy-eared escape artists with permanent "I didn't do it" expressions. Before we dig in, make sure to track down that subscribe button, faster than a beagle chasing the scent of a half-eaten sandwich. Ever wondered what it's like to have a super-powered nose, zero impulse control, and the stubbornness of a toddler on a sugar high? Welcome to the Beagle Experience. Sure, they're cute, but these little detectives are also professional food thieves, expert jailbreakers, and notorious selective hearing champions. They may have a spot in pop culture thanks to Snoopy, but in real life, beagles are living proof that too much curiosity might actually get you into trouble. So, buckle up, because today we are diving deep into why being a beagle is both hilarious and a never-ending struggle. Reason number 1, super sniffer overload. Imagine going through life with a nose that is approximately 10,000 times more sensitive than a human's. That's not a superpower, that's a sensory nightmare. Beagles don't just smell dinner, they smell every ingredient, where it came from, and what you ate 3 days ago. They can detect a single crumb from across the neighborhood, but somehow can't hear you calling their name from 2 feet away. It's like being forced to read every billboard, text message, and street sign simultaneously while everyone expects you to focus on boring human commands. But their super sniffer isn't just overwhelming. It's also the gateway to their next major life struggle, perpetual hunger syndrome. Reason number 2, food obsession disorder. Beagles don't have a relationship with food. They have an obsession that would make food critics look casual. Their entire existence revolves around their next meal, despite having just eaten. They're not even picky. Garbage, delicacy, cat food, gourmet cuisine. Your sandwich you looked away from for 2 seconds? Consider it tribute to the beagle gods. They'll climb countertops, open refrigerators, and develop complex heist strategies worthy of Ocean's 11 just to steal a single potato chip. It's not gluttony, it's their religion. But what happens when food is securely locked away? They channel their energy into their second favorite hobby, prison breaks. Reason number 3, escape artist extraordinaire. Beagles don't see fences as boundaries. They see them as personal challenges issued by humans. These little houdinists can find a gap the size of a credit card and somehow squeeze their entire body through it. 6-foot fence? They'll dig under it. Locked gate? They'll climb over it. Complex lock system? They'll charm the neighbor into opening it. Beagles were bred to track rabbits through any terrain, which means your backyard security is laughable to them. While other dogs respect boundaries, beagles are playing a never-ending game of catch me if you can, leaving their humans frantically running down the street yelling their name. And just when you think their escape tactics are their most disruptive quality, wait until we discuss their unique approach to communication. Reason number 4, vocal drama kings and queens. Beagles don't just bark. They have an entire audio arsenal ranging from gentle aroos to full-blown sonic booms that can be heard in neighboring zip codes. They were bred to alert hunters with their voices, but now they're stuck alerting entire neighborhoods that a leaf moved or a squirrel exists. Their howl is so distinctive that it has its own name, baying, which sounds like a combination of a wolf howl and an operatic performance. They can't just be excited. They need everyone within a 5-mile radius to know about IT. Silence is not in their vocabulary, and volume control is a concept they find deeply offensive. But their loud opinions aren't the only challenge. They're also cursed with the most stubborn brains in the canine kingdom. Reason number 5, selective obedience syndrome. Beagles aren't disobedient. They're independent thinkers who carefully evaluate each command based on its merit and alignment with their personal goals. Training a beagle isn't training, it's negotiation. They fully understand what come means. They just think your reasons for calling them are significantly less compelling than whatever smell they're investigating. They were bred to follow their nose independently for hours, which means they basically have hardwired rebellion in their DNA. While your neighbor's border collie is winning agility championships, your beagle is asking, "But what's in IT for Remy?" Before performing even the simplest task. Their stubborn nature is just the beginning. Let's talk about how they experience the world through scent first, consequences later. Reason number 6. Nose-activated autopilot. Once a beagle locks onto a scent, they enter a trance-like state where nothing else exists, not your voice, not oncoming traffic, not even their own safety. Beagle's brain basically shuts down all functions, except follow that smell at all costs. It's like being hypnotized several times daily by random scent trails. They can't help it. They were literally engineered to prioritize their nose over everything else. While other dogs can be distracted by toys or treats, beagles on a scent trail have the focus of an Olympic athlete and the situational awareness of a potato. But all that focus goes straight out the window when we talk about their next struggle: chronic distraction disorder. Reason number 7. Squirrel syndrome. Despite their amazing focus when tracking scents, beagles suffer from severe case of squirrel syndrome in every other aspect of life. Their brains are constantly bouncing between potential food sources, interesting smells, moving objects, and whatever weird thing just caught their attention. They can go from laser-focused to completely distracted in milliseconds. Trying to train a beagle is like trying to teach quantum physics to a toddler on a sugar rush. They're physically present, but their mind is everywhere else. It's not a DD. It's their hunting instincts constantly scanning for anything that might be edible or chaseable. And when they're not distracted by the outside world, they're dealing with the consequences of their own adorable but problematic body design. Reason number 8. Built-in design flaws. Beagles are adorable, but were clearly designed by a committee that couldn't agree on specifications. Those long, beautiful ears? They're basically dirt magnets and infection hotspots. Their short legs paired with a barrel chest? Ergonomic nightmare. Their irresistible puppy eyes? Evolutionary manipulation tactics. And let us not forget their coat that sheds consistently enough to create a second dog worth of fur every month. They're simultaneously too small to keep up with bigger dogs and too sturdy to be carried around when they're tired. It's like driving a cute car that was built without considering basic engineering principles. Speaking of engineering failures, who gave these food-motivated criminals such powerful psychological manipulation skills? Reason number 9. Masters of guilt trips. Beagles have perfected the art of making you feel bad for their crimes. Caught them eating the birthday cake? Cue the saddest eyes in the animal kingdom. Setting boundaries about countersurfing? They'll give you a look that says, "Why do you hate joy?" They've evolved facial expressions that can make even the strictest dog owner question if they're the villain in this relationship. Their eyebrows alone can convey emotions more complex than most Oscar-winning performances. It's psychological warfare disguised as cuteness, and they deploy these tactics with military precision. And finally, the ultimate struggle that makes beagle life both wonderful and tremendously frustrating. Reason number 10. Perpetual puppy syndrome. Beagles aren't just puppies for a year. They maintain their chaotic puppy energy and mental approach to life for their entire existence. While other breeds mature and calm down, beagles maintain their youthful enthusiasm and mischievous streak well into their senior years. It's like being perpetually stuck in that awkward teenage phase where you have all the energy but none of the wisdom. Their brains are forever young, which sounds great until you realize they'll be trying to steal your sandwich and dig escape tunnels when they're 10 years old. They don't grow up, they just get better at their shenanigans. So next time you see a beagle with those floppy ears and soulful eyes, remember, beneath that adorable exterior is a dog battling the daily struggles of having a supersonic nose, an endless appetite, a voice that could wake the dead, and the stubborn independence of a toddler refusing vegetables. They're not just dogs. They're professional chaos coordinators with a side hustle in theft and escape artistry. If you've ever loved a beagle through their shenanigans, sniff out that like button with the same determination they show when tracking down forbidden snacks. Subscribe for more deep dives into dog drama, and hit that notification bell before a beagle digs under it. Drop a comment with your best beagle story. What's the most ridiculous thing your scent-obsessed escape artist has stolen or destroyed? And tell me which dog breed you want me to expose next. This is Mad Tono, reminding you that loving a beagle isn't just pet ownership. It's agreeing to a lifetime of being outsmarted by a dog with eyebrows.